She was a singer-songwriter, a beloved mother, and Elvis Presley's only child. Tonight, we remember the life of Lisa Marie Presley. Welcome, everyone, to Entertainment Tonight. Let's get right to Kevin Frazier right now, who's at the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood. Kev, the Presley family was just honored there in June. I was there.
Nichelle, we're not sure where or when, but officials here at the Chinese Theater told me that very soon they will install those handprints here in the forecourt of the Chinese Theater. You know, we're just one block away from her father's star on the Walk of Fame. It really does feel surreal that we were just with her on the red carpet at the Golden Globes, and now she's gone. Let's take a look back at the final days of Lisa Marie Presley.
We just celebrated your dad's birthday a couple days ago.
Wise men say.
So what does it mean to you to be here tonight?
You know, I'm just so proud of it all. It's all flowing really nicely together. We have the birthday right now, and you know, I'm here to support Austin and the film, and I'm so excited, and I hope he wins.
Lisa Marie, who looked fragile as she left the ET stage Tuesday night, went into full cardiac arrest less than 48 hours later here at her Calabasas home. The 54-year-old was reportedly discovered unresponsive in the bedroom by her housekeeper.
Full arrest.
At 10:37 a.m., paramedics were dispatched. They performed CPR and determined she had signs of life. Lisa Marie was then rushed to this nearby hospital where her mother, Priscilla, held vigil.
Right now.
Over the last few months, with the release of Elvis, Lisa Marie struggled with her emotions.
I'm so overwhelmed by this film and the effect that it's had.
That's her Saturday night in Hollywood, heading into a party to celebrate the film on what would have been the King's 88th birthday. On Sunday, she was at Graceland in Memphis addressing fans.
I keep saying you're the only people that can bring me out of my house. I'm not kidding.
At her side for the emotional homecoming and throughout the Elvis press tour, grief expert David Kessler. He comforted the family outside the hospital. We also saw Lisa Marie back in June. She was with Austin Butler at a hand and footprint ceremony in Hollywood.
Watching him play your father, it did something to me. It really did. And so, what did it do to you? Oh, a lot. I wasn't ready for what it did. I really wasn't.
Now, over the years, Lisa Marie has had her fair share of financial troubles. We learned that she recently signed a book deal and received an advance of $500,000. Back in 2016, it was divulged that she was reportedly $16 million in debt. She blamed it on a nasty divorce and her ex-business partner who sold off the rights to her father's music and image. There is one legacy Lisa Marie held on to, Graceland. This morning, we confirm this is where Lisa Marie's final resting place will be, right next to her beloved son, Ben, and just a few feet away from her father. I toured the estate with her mother, Priscilla, back in 2008. Lisa Marie told me the childhood home held so many special memories for her. And by the way, to calm everyone down, it's your house. It's never going to be sold, because it seems like every once in a while those rumors pop up.
I know, they're popping up regularly. It's not, it's absolutely 100% mine, always has been mine, Graceland, always will be, and when it's no longer mine, it will be my children's, you know, that's that.
Among the many celebrity tributes, ex-husband Nicolas Cage tells E.T., Lisa had the greatest laugh of anyone I ever met. I am heartbroken. And from her ex, Michael Jackson's nephew, TJ, she was always so sweet to my brothers and me.
Have you gotten completely out from under the weight of the Presley name, do you think?
I think it'd be very naive to state that would ever happen, you know, completely.
All I love you 'cause you're you.
Lisa Marie mirrored her famous dad in many ways. Talented singer, devoted parent, but also a troubled soul. Her father died when she was just 9 years old. She saw his dead body inside Graceland. Linda Thompson, Elvis's ex, remembers the phone call.
August 16th, 1977, Lisa Marie called me and she blurted out, "My daddy's dead, my daddy's dead."
Nearly 5 years earlier, her parents had divorced and Lisa Marie was having a hard time adjusting.
He was not strict at all. My mom was completely the opposite. She was really strict. So it was very confusing when I'd have to go, you know, back and forth between the two.
The thing that infuriated her was that you would crash your golf cart and your father would fix it before you could see. Do you remember that?
I do. My cousins and I were giggling recently. We were talking about how we can't believe that we're all still alive.
She and Priscilla would become closer in later years, and at just 21, Lisa Marie became a mom herself, first to daughter Riley and then to son Benjamin.
Do you worry?
I'm always worried. You know what? It never ends. Just they get into bigger problems.
Yeah.
They're getting into the real life, heavier stuff. Yeah. And I'm watching them both navigate through stuff, and I'm like, oh, you know.
But in 2020, Benjamin committed suicide at just 27. Lisa Marie said, "I will never be the same. Please wait for me, my love." Her final Instagram post from August touched on an essay she wrote describing her continuing grief. Quote, "I've been living in the horrific reality of its unrelenting grips."
Anything happening with them, I feel it. If they're sick, I get sick. If there's something happens to them, I'm going through it. It's really a beautiful but painful situation.
In 2008, she gave birth to now 14-year-old twins, Harper and Finley, with guitarist and music producer Michael Lockwood. Their contentious relationship, split, and custody battle contributed to Lisa Marie's substance abuse struggles.
It was not a good situation, but I was kind of living in a wasp nest, I suppose. And then I had the babies and trying to be as happy as possible, and not be surrounded by bad things.
Those bad things included an addiction to opioid painkillers in 2008. Lisa Marie went to rehab in 2016, but told us she had always been open with her kids.
I think I was 17 the last time I tried any kind of recreational situation like that. What I do is I'll tell them the truth and, you know, where it leads and what it does, and, you know, be really honest about it. I would never let them do anything I did, ever.
Throughout Lisa Marie's many ups and downs, she believed in love and was married 4 times.
I haven't figured it out yet, have I?
She was just 20 years old when she wed musician Danny Keough in 1988. The two met in drug rehab.
With Danny, it was just the stability. I was very much a homebody. Longest relationship that I maintained.
Shortly after the wedding, the couple announced they were expecting their first child. Riley arrived in 1989. Benjamin was born 3 years later. Lisa told me about his striking resemblance to Elvis.
I'm all shook up.
Do you ever look at him and say, wow?
Mm-hmm, all the time. I'll just say, you're killing me right now. You're killing me right now. It's the way he moves himself, also the way he looks, but just his mannerisms are also very similar.
Lisa Marie and Danny's marriage ended after 6 years. 3 months after the divorce was finalized in 1996, this happened.
And just think, nobody thought this would last.
When the king of rock and roll's daughter suddenly eloped with the king of pop, it triggered a worldwide tabloid frenzy. Many wondered if the relationship was a publicity stunt, which Lisa Marie always denied.
Why did you marry Michael then?
I fell in love with him. I mean, I said that. I did. I got caught up in his world, his life.
With him or the idea of him?
Probably the idea of him. We were similar, compatible.
The marriage occurred while Michael was facing allegations of child molestation. Lisa Marie stood by his side.
I didn't say to him, are they true?
No, I didn't. He went on and on and on about it, so I didn't really have to say, are the allegations true? It was, you know,
Your interview together, I'd wondered if you had seen that since.
I saw it once 3 years after I did it.
Did you recognize you?
Nope. I've become a lot stronger. Not amused, I've seen it all.
Lisa Marie and Michael's marriage lasted 1.5 years. After Michael's death, she told Oprah the real reason it came crashing down.
He had to make a decision. Was it the drugs and the sort of vampires, or me? And he pushed me away.
How bad was it when you guys finally said this isn't going to work?
It was like DEFCON 2. It was bad. It was very stressful.
In 2002, Lisa married another A-lister, Oscar winner Nicolas Cage.
We're the same in terms of being really, really dramatic together. It's just a force, and it's so intense that it's not going to ever just be mediocre. It's never going to be something, you know, nice and sort of quiet.
The two first crossed paths at a party in 2000 while she was engaged to singer-songwriter John Ojika, and Nick was married to Patricia Arquette. They wed in Hawaii near the 25th anniversary of Elvis's death, but split less than 4 months later. Lisa said at the time they shouldn't have been married in the first place.
You guys are still friends, you said?
Yes.
What's he think of your music?
From what I gathered, he liked it a lot. Are there songs about him?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's songs about everything. Did I duck it? And with my hat.
Lisa's fourth marriage in 2006 to musician Michael Lockwood gave her twin girls who turned 15 this year.
Are they mommy's girls or daddy's girls, or one of each?
One of each. Huh. One of each. Finley's mommy's girl, Harper's daddy's girl.
Lockwood's attorney tells E.T. Michael's world has been turned on its ear, and he's focused on their daughters.
I'm the happiest that I've ever been, and in the most sane, calm, best relationship I've ever been in, for sure.
But that didn't last. Their 10-year marriage was shattered in 2016 by what appeared to be her relapse. A ferocious 6-year custody battle followed, during which she admitted to abusing cocaine and mixing pills with alcohol. In 2017, she temporarily lost custody of her twins.
I just feel like a limb's missing if one's not around.
The ex's battle over finances wasn't over until late last year. At the time of her death, Lisa had her girls 60% of the time and was reportedly paying Michael $6,000 a month in child support.
I know now how quickly it goes, so I keep them all close to me at all times. They still need me, but I also need them.
Outside of her children, music was Lisa Marie's biggest passion, despite her mother's reservations.
She was a little nervous for me to walk down that road.
Why?
Like big shoes to fill. I don't want to run or distance from it in any way or seem disrespectful to it, but at the same time, I'm like, I want to be an artist too, or I want to do my own thing, or I want to have some identity of my own.
Her debut album, To Whom It May Concern, was released in 2003 to critical acclaim. E.T. was backstage as she lived out her childhood dream, performing with Pat Benatar at VH1's Divas Duets.
I was so intimidated when I first got up there with her. I used to be in front of the mirror with tennis rackets and all kinds of stuff. You know, faking that song.
For her second album, Lisa Marie sang a duet with Pink, who paid tribute saying, "Oh, this one hurts my heart. The world lost a rare gem." Lisa Marie's third and final album was the closest to her dad's country blues roots.
I think in the past it's been pushing me in places I didn't particularly belong, like pop or top 40 or all these things that wasn't really me.
Her final song was a duet with her dad in 2018.
There's something that was really cool and intimate and organic about the two of us in this track. I actually had broke down for a second.
Lisa Marie was also devoted to Scientology for much of her life. In 2003, she reportedly asked one of Danny Masterson's accusers not to go to police after the woman had alleged the actor raped her. Lisa Marie later apologized to her friend and left the church in 2014, telling friends, "I was slowly starting to self-destruct. They were taking my soul, my money, my everything." As for what Lisa Marie's legacy will be, here's what she told E.T. in her own words.
I don't know what to do with myself if I'm not a mom. I mean, that's what I focus on most of the time. I love them.
There was so much about their grandfather out there. But what did you want them to know?
Music wouldn't be quite like it is right now if it wasn't for him. He's still alive in all of us, and we're carrying on for him. I would hope that he would be very proud of me. My biggest wish was that I would affect people and appreciate it as an artist.
Most of all,